Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Jaya Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Shri Radhe. Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadrama. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jaya Gauranithai 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 Jaya Gauranithai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Namo Vishwapad Paramahansa Parivraj Acharya Ashtotter Shata His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Binda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. ISKCON founder Acharya, Beauty founder Acharya Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय. श्री श्री वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की जय. श्री श्री नवद्वीप मायपुर धाम की जय. गंगा माई जमुना माई की जय. भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. उपस्थित समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. निथाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namo Vishwadaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 19, titled The Appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. Text number, did we cover 16 yesterday, Prabhu? We covered 16 yesterday, 15 and 16 both? Okay, I thought today is 16, but anyway, that's fine. So we'll be covering text 17 today. Iti sma rajadhavasaya yukta. Iti sma rajadhavasaya yukta. Prachina muleshu kusheshu dhira. Prachina muleshu kusheshu dhira. Udanmukha dakshina kula aste. Udanmukha dakshina kula aste. Samudra patnaya swasuta nyastabhra. Samudra patnaya swasuta nyastabharaha. Iti smaraja dhavashaya yukta. Prachina muleshu kusheshu dhira. Udanmukha dakshina kulaste. Samudra patnaya swashuta nyastabharaha. Iti smaraja dhabasha yukta. Smaraja dhavashaya yukta. Prachina muleshu kusheshu dhira. Udanmukha dakshina kula aste. Shuntrapatna sachruta stabhara. Iti smaraja dhavashaya yukta. Prachina muleshu kusheshu dhira. Udanmukha kula aste. Mataji. Iti smaraja dhavashaya yukta. Prachina muleshu kusheshu dhira. Udanmukha dakshina kulaste. Samudra patnaya swasuta nyastabharaha. Word by word translation. Iti, thus, sma, as in the past, Raja, the king, Adhyavasaya, perseverance, Yukta, being engaged, Prachina, eastern, Muleshu, with the root, Kusheshu, on a seat made of kusha straw, Dhira, self-control, Udak Mukhaha, facing the northern side, Dakshina, on the southern, Kule, bank, Aste, situated, Samudra, the sea, Patniyaha, wife of, the Ganges, Swa, on, Shuta, son, Nashta, given over, Bharaha, the charge of administration. Just one point to mention here, the Patniya, the wife of, actually it means the wife of the sea. So that means the Ganges is referred here as the wife of the sea. So Ganges was in the bracket. So it was not like wife of the Ganges. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. In perfect self-control, Maharaj Parikshit sat down on a seat of straw with straw roots facing the east, placed on the southern bank of the Ganges, and he himself faced the north. Just previously he had given charge of his kingdom over to his son. Purport. The river Ganges is celebrated as the wife of the sea. The seed of kusha straw is considered to be sanctified in the straw if the straw is taken out of the earth complete with root. And if the root is pointed towards the east, it is considered to be auspicious. Facing the north is still more favorable for attaining spiritual success. Maharaj Parikshit handed over the charge of administration to his son before leaving home. He was thus fully equipped for all favorable conditions. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shrita Sivta Padanam Shriram Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Gunatam Tam Tam Sajivam Swadvaitam Savadutam Harigana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Agana Rita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpa Taruvasya Kripa Sindhu Vaivacha Patitanang Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Bashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, in this section, we are reading in the previous few verses, like how Parikshit Maharaj now handing over the charges and for his kingdom, and he's getting ready for the ultimate fate that he already knew. So, from if we see little bit in the prelude. So all the sages, all the famous sages, they were very curious when they came to know about Parikshit Maharaj. It's he is cursed by this, by the Brahmana boy, and he accepted the curse, and he is going to die within 7 days. They were very, they were astonished because they were thinking that this is the person who is actually always protected by the Lord, because the big beginning of his life, he was protected. So how come now, he is getting cursed by not even a Brahmana boy, and he is going to die within 7 days. So they were very astonished, they were curious. So they said, okay, let's go and we want to meet with him. So, and Parikshit Maharaj, at the same time, when he saw that all the, these sages, they're coming, he was also very much, he felt, from his heart that I'm a king, and I'm, always engaged in the worldly matters, all these materialistic activities. Still, even after that, these sadhus, they are coming to see me. So he was feeling very, he's feeling very respected and very, and at the same time, he was trying to understand that, why they're all coming, because he was feeling he was not worthy about it. He was not worthy of that. So there was a mutual appreciation, between both of them, both of the group, all the sages were coming and Parikshit Maharaj. So then when all the sages were coming, Parikshit Maharaj made all the arrangements, when they come, how there needs to be, welcomed. So we saw in the previous verses that all the sadhus, when they come, they gave proper seat, they gave proper welcome, how to actually you welcome a sadhu. And then they all sat down. And then Parikshit Maharaj was he was opening his heart to them, saying that how he is not worthy of all this, all this respect, all these gestures that he is getting from them. And he didn't only end it there, he also mentioned that this curse that he got, is actually a benediction from the Lord. So usually, for normal human beings, and even for devotees, who are at the beginning stage, when some, tough situation comes, we try to see, why, why it's happening to me. I've been serving the Lord, I've been serving, this for a long time. I'm doing my service, why it's happening to me? And trying to find, any kind of, meaning out of that why this bad thing happening to me. But as the devotees advance in their spiritual life, they see that that's actually a benediction, somehow or other. Because Krishna is taking care of it, so there is something good for me. So that's how actually the devotees doesn't get disturbed. So Parikshit Maharaj's mood was that he saw that he was getting too much engaged in the worldly affairs, and he doesn't have time to actually do all his spiritual activities. So he saw that as a blessing that the Lord somehow or other made this arrangement so that he can be taken out of this, of his position, and even he lived his life, and then basically he go back to the Godhead. So he was seeing that as a blessing. So that is so wonderful, to see, and it's a very big lesson for all of us. Here, something might have happened and he might have lost his kingdom, right? So in that way, he can go back to his spiritual activities. But here, he's losing his life. It's a big deal. It's basically the ultimate thing. But still, he is grateful that, okay, this is what's happening. This is the Lord's will. So I will go ahead with this. And at the same time, that's why the sages, they also understood his, his thinking. And that's why they are also appreciating Maharaj Parikshit for his thinking. And then, ultimately, we see that before this verse, that in 15, 16, so 17 is just showing that what's the, he's just getting ready for the ultimate fate. But he's taken all the auspicious rituals. In the previous verses, it's actually showed that he opened, what is his ultimate 3 things that he wants, that he is aspiring for. The 3 things that he is aspiring for, first of all, that he is aspiring that he could meditate on the Lord ever, forever. So even if he takes birth in this material world, in his next life, even if he doesn't goes back to the Godhead, he just he just have this somewhere or other the all the situations should be like that he could just meditate on the Lord in every situation. That is his first desire. The second desire is to association of the devotees. So he could always, he could remain in the association of the devotees, no matter whatever happens, whatever scenarios, the devotees, he should be always surrounded by the devotees. And the third one is he could be always, merciful to all other living beings. So it's basically said that the Lord doesn't have any enemies. And in the previous verse, I think Srila Prabhupada mentioning that in the purport that a devotee of the Lord is no one's enemy, although there may be many enemies of a devotee. So that may happen, but a devotee, he doesn't consider anyone as a enemy. So in that context, last month, I was in India and where we visited the Bhajan Kutir of Haridas Thakur. And it's just you see that how he's, before even he came in the contact of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his mentality was like that, no one is my enemy. I'm just doing my, sadhana, and I just want to continue that. No matter what happened, I just don't want to stop it, and I'm not going to go and disturb anyone else. So we saw that there are various examples, when he, when the Nawab came to know about that, the Muslim ruler, and he sent all these people to beat him up. So they beat him up in 21 marketplaces. And after that they were saying that he is not dying. And that person is still chanting the name. So they were scared because of the fact that they were thinking that if we can't kill him, then the king will kill us. So when they requested to Haridas Thakur that, look, you need to die, otherwise we will be killed. So Haridas Thakur very mercifully, he said, okay, if that is your wish, I will just leave my body. And he left his body, and then they threw out his body into the Ganges. And then his body, by the Ganges, it's flown and it came to a place called Fulia, where we went. So there is a Bhajan Kutir there. So when the people all around, the Bengal, they came to know about this, event. They were thinking oh, Haridas Thakur. And when he came into that village, everyone was so happy that, okay, now everyone, understood that he is a, topmost devotee. So they took him from the Ganges, and then Haridas Thakur was still saying that, no, don't make any arrangements for me. I will just go and I will stay. Just give me one corner in your village and I will just do my Harinam. So he went to one corner of the village, and then there was a tree. And there was it was so big tree, there was a hole in the tree. It was so old tree. I don't know if you have visited that place. They have built a temple there. So what said, he thought that he is going to meditate in that place. But when he was approaching that place, he could hear that there is a hissing sound, like a kind of snake. And then the villagers say that there is a very poisonous snake which lives there. Right? So please don't go near that place. So Haridas Thakur, okay, I'm not going to disturb the snake. I'll just sit outside and I'll just do my sadhana. And then he started his, chanting. And he was chanting, and we know that every day. He was just chanting. And after some time, the snake just came out from that tree and left. And Haridas Thakur went into there and he started, he started living there. So that is the Haridas Thakur's Bhajan Kutir. But it just shows that, he never ever, he is doing his sadhana, but he never ever tried to disturb anyone else. So he is not no one is enemy to him, but there may be lots of enemy. Who thinks okay, this person, we have to do something to him. Even with the Brahmanas in that village, or even when he went to Jagannath Puri. So when we went to also Jagannath Puri, when we went to Haridas Thakur's Samadhi temple. So it is quite far from Jagannath temple, right? Where he used to only see the flag of the temple. So in Jagannath Puri also the Pandavas at that point of time, they said, oh, you are Muslim, you shouldn't, he shouldn't come into the temple. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he could have taken him to the temple. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he understood Haridas Thakur's mood. He knew that if I drag Haridas Thakur, then it will actually disturb him more. So the Lord also doesn't want to disturb his devotees. So that's why he left Haridas Thakur as it is. But with the arrangement that he made, that every day after taking the darshan of Jagannath in the temple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to come and meet with Haridas Thakur. So it's like Jagannath himself is making this arrangement to come and see his devotee. So that's why, it's the three things, as we discussed, that the first one is always meditate on the holy name. The second one is that always remain in the association of the devotees. And the third one is always be merciful to other living entities. So these basically three principles that we know that Name Ruchi, Jive Daya, and the other one, Vaishnava Seva. So these are the three principles. And Parikshit Maharaj, because that was his three things that he actually wanted, he was meditating on. That I'm going to live my life. Now these are the three things. So no matter what happened in my next life, these three things I should be able to do. If I go back to Golok Vrindavan, yes, I should be able to do this. Or if I coming back to this material world, I should be able to do this. And that also resonates same with the Shikshashtakam, Mama Janmane Janmeshwari, Bhavatar Bhakti Ahitu Kimtvai. So no matter whatever, the life after life comes, I just keep doing my service. So we see these three principles we see in other places in Bhagavatam also, that how devotees maintain that. So we see the pastime in Canto 10 when Akrura was sent by Kamsa to bring Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Mathura. Right? So everyone knew that Krishna and Balaram grown up, so Kamsa wants to kill them. So he sends Akrura. So, and Kamsa, he was he was so bully, he was a big bully, he knew that Akrura is relative to because he is a Yadu, right? And he is an uncle of Krishna. And still he explained the plan very specifically how he's going to kill Krishna to Akrura. He said that just bring him, and when you bring him, we'll do this, we'll do that, and we'll kill Krishna. He never for a second thought that, oh, he is an uncle, he might tell him the plan. He wasn't even worried about it. He said, just go and bring him. So we see that Akrura on his way to Vrindavan, and he's meditating on Krishna. He's just meditating on Krishna, he's just thinking about Krishna. He's just saying, when I'm going to see Krishna. It's always, meditating on any feature of the Lord, in his Lord's form, or his glorification, kirtan, anything. So he's just meditating on the Lord. And it says that his mind went into Vrindavan even before his body reached there. Where I feel with us, it happened on the other way around. Where when we went to the Dham, our mind probably is still behind somewhere. And it takes a couple of days to also, the mind comes to the body. We come into the proper consciousness. Oh, we are in the Dham, we shouldn't do this. But for Akrura, when his mind was already there, and then he was when he reached to Vrindavan, before even he met Krishna, he was like in the dust. He saw the footprint of Krishna. And in the footprint of Krishna, all those signs are visible, right? And he was like rolling on the dust of Vrindavan. Like he was so happy. And he was happy with that, like, even before getting the darshan of the Lord. So this is like the meditation, like, the devotee, he's like always meditate. So after that, like, he got the darshan of Krishna and Balaram, he was mesmerized, and then, like, he was taking, like, okay, now is the time to take them to Mathura. Now the second part, like, is the other principle is like Jivya Doya. So he was saying that all the Vrajavrasis, like, they are heartbroken. Like, they are just lining on the street to have the glimpse of Krishna. They are just thinking that Krishna is going and he will never come back. So their heart was broken. So Akrura was like, he thought that, okay, what he did, that rather than going through that main road, he took Krishna from all the back roads to Mathura, so that these people, like, they don't have much more pain. Because he knew that all these people, like, they are just like, Yashoda. Yashoda, like, when the mother Yashoda, she knew what's going to happen. And Krishna also understood her mother's feeling and said that, okay, please don't come outside. Okay, please don't come outside. And being a mother, she knew that, like, my son, and the plan is to kill him. Kamsa is going to kill him. But still Krishna is saying that don't come outside. Like, I'm taking my farewell from you from here. Inside the home, please don't come outside. So Yashoda and all the other gopis, and like we also know Radharani is also there. Their feeling is even like worse. Like, they are just that feeling of separation. Can't even explain. But all the other Vrajavasis, they are just lining on the street. So he took Krishna and Balaram from the other back alley. Now, it is said that he actually started his journey from Vrindavan to Mathura, he reached there in the morning, he took them, and after breakfast he started his journey. But it took him until the evening to reach Mathura. So even in those days with the horse chariot, it doesn't take that long. So what happened? Why it took that long? So the acharyas explain that in between that pastime happened, that we know that Akrura was taking a bath. Like, it was the afternoon time and he was taking a bath. So he went to Yamuna and he took a dip. And he's like, before he was taking the bath, he saw that Krishna and Balaram, they are on the chariot. They are waiting for their uncle. He took the bath and he suddenly saw, he had the darshan of Garvadakshay Vishnu and Ananta Shesh. And he was like under the water and he was having this darshan. And then, he was like, oh. And then he came out and he saw the Krishna and Balaram standing there. And then again he took the dip and he had the darshan of Garvadakshay Vishnu and Ananta Shesh. And then when he came out, Balaram was like, hey, come on, we have to go. Why are you taking so many dips? Just come on, it's enough. And Akrura was like, he couldn't even understand what's happening. So these are all this pastime which was happened during the road, when they were coming. Krishna and Balaram, they were in a playful mood, they knew that was going to happen. And even when they were about to reach to Mathura, so Nanda Maharaj, he already went with some of his associates, he went because he wants to protect Krishna. So he went there. So he was waiting outside the door of Mathura. And he was waiting, when they can see the chariot. So they went to a hilly area and they were trying to see when Krishna was coming. So then they waited and Krishna came in the evening. And after that, Akrura requested Krishna that please come to my house. Krishna said that, no, I can't come now. I have a duty to finish. So I'll finish that and then I'll come. So then, even at that point of time, all the inhabitants of Mathura, They also knew about Krishna. They are hearing all this, Kamsa is sending one after another, all these demons, and they are getting killed by this 8-year-old boy. So they are hearing about Krishna. They hear about Krishna's effulgence, his bodily features, his beauty. But Kamsa was so tyrant, they don't have any, they don't have that strength to go, go to Vrindavan and see Krishna. But now when Krishna is in the city, everyone was so much they wanted to just have a darshan of the Lord. And Krishna was walking to the path of Mathura. And all this, in Bhagavatam it's explained, his bodily feature, he was wearing this beautiful garland. His eyes, lotus eyes, it's explained that Krishna's eyes actually comes almost near to his ear. It's so big eyes, like a lotus petal. Then, and all these garlands on him. So all the inhabitants, they were just on the street, and they're seeing Krishna. Although they knew that Krishna is going to the they're kind of a stadium where they have organized this wrestling match. So he's going there, and although he knew that Krishna is going to be the intention is to kill him, but everybody forgot about that. They were just so much mesmerized by the feature of the Lord. And then ultimately, all the ladies, they were not that highly elevated like the gopis, but they are also to see Krishna. They were lining up on the roof of Mathura. So the whole city, everything stopped. Just imagine, Mathura was a huge city. Everything stopped. And Krishna is walking. Pin drop silence. Everybody is just looking at him. Krishna and Balaram. Even it's explained that the mothers, who had their babies, the babies were drinking their milk. The mothers just left the baby and went and to have a darshan of the Lord. So this is how that whole situation became. That all those inhabitants, they just wanted to have a darshan, have one glimpse of Krishna. And Akrura, he was just trying to make sure that that Krishna, somehow or other this wrestling match doesn't happen. Somehow or other Krishna do something these things gets avoided. But at the same time he knew that it's not in his hand. Kamsa is his king, so he has to do his duty. So, but he performed his duty. But all the time his meditation was he was thinking about the Lord. During this very dangerous phase, that he knew what's going to happen. So that's also we see in the pastime of Maharaj Parikshit, he knew what's going to happen with himself, but his total his consciousness was totally fixed on the lotus feet of the Lord. And now in this verse we see that he's taken his position, all the auspicious, he's sitting on a kusha grass, he's facing towards the north, and about now he's going to now start listening about the pastime of the Lord. So on that note, I would like to end here. It's time. So thank you all for attending. Granthiraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Thai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.